Hi! So to start, let's turn on the power button and wait for the amplifier to turn on. So now that it's on, let's focus on this area right here. To choose a preset, click on the rotary knob. Scroll to Load Preset Factory, press on the rotary knob, and then select your preset. In this case, we'll go look for the Cara preset. Keep scrolling down until you find the Cara preset. So you may have noticed earlier that there are different kinds of Cara presets. There's a standard Cara when you use Cara as a line array. There's Cara fill when you use Cara as a front fill. There's Cara down K1 when you use Cara as a downfill for K1, and Cara down K2 when Cara is used as a downfill for K2. Well, because we have K2 in our inventory, it makes sense for me to explain some of the K2 presets. There's K2 70 for 70 degrees, 90 for 90 degrees, and 110 for 110 degrees. It's pretty simple. Going back to the Cara, click on the rotary knob to select this. It'll ask you if you're sure. Click it again. Now you'll notice that all the output channels have been muted for you. To change the IP address of the device, go to Options, click on the rotary knob, choose the number that you want, and click OK on the bottom right hand corner. There you have it. To connect the amplifier to the network, choose one of the two network ports in the back and put your data cable in. With the amps connected to your computer, either using a switch or straight through, go to your network preferences and then configure your IP address. In this case, I chose 254, it being the last number, but you can do whatever you want. Make sure the subnet mask is as follows. Alright, now we'll open Network Manager. When you open Network Manager, it will ask you if you will allow it to use incoming connections. Click Allow. Over on this side of the screen, you will see the number of amplifiers connected to the network. You have the choice either to restore the session or to add units. Restoring the session brings back previous data from your previous show. In this case, we'll just add units. There will be a prompt saying the outputs will be muted. Just click OK. So now you will see the amps populate the screen. Here is the amp that we set a while ago. Do you remember this 48? We set it earlier on in this video. So there are many things you can do with Network Manager, such as change the IP address just like that. It's gonna ask you to pick a user memory, just click one. Using Network Manager, we can change the preset of the amplifier just by choosing from a list. Just select the one you want from that list and click it. Oh, let me change this back to Cara. So you also have options to change the input that you're using, be it analog or AES EBU. You also have your routing selector. So a while ago, we were making changes to this amp while being on the setup menu. You still have tuning and live. Tuning would give you control over the system while you're trying to calibrate or basically tune your PA. you'd use live while you're running the show. Alright, let's go to tuning the system. To tune the system, it's important that you make a group first. So here's the group. You'd add that amp into the group by clicking the plus and minus sign, then clicking the amp itself. You could also remove individual channels of the amp by clicking on these channels. So to finalize your selection, click the plus and minus button again and say yes to the prompt. As you can see, we're now trying to mute individual channels of the amplifier. If you click into the group, you now have control over the parametric EQ of that group. You would just type in the values that you want, in this case a -3, and you can toggle on and off for that specific filter. Over here on the live page, there's some security measures built in, like a prompt for you to mute the system, just in case you accidentally press the mute. You also have a live monitoring phase, so you would see levels of all 4 channels of the amp here. You have options where you can see different metering modes on the main screen as well. So there you have it, a very basic overview of how to network your LA8 into your L Acoustics Network Manager network.